In this video, we're going to talk about Friends on Judgment, and we're going to cover all 50. Basically, I'm not going to show you how it's done each person to person because it would take too long. I do have the footage of that, but I'm not cutting it up into separate individual people and doing that because that's just madness. So instead, I've wrote a description of what you need to do for each friend, and 1 to 50. It's very much based on Sirix's guide. I'm just going to commentate through it, and please do check out Sirix's guide on Judgment. He gives so many, on all the Yakuza games, he gives so much good advice and concise sort of descriptions on everything. Mini games, sub-stories, everything. Story as well, little secret, everything that's all inclusive. So please do check out his guide. Link will be in the description for Sirix's guide, which will help you, obviously, if this guide is no help to you, of course. So yeah, the benefits of having friends in Yakuza, so there's 50 of them, I think, and basically you need to do certain things to increase the friendship meter to full for all of them, for a specific trophy, and for the 100% completion, which is kind of annoying because some of them are easy and simple, some of them are just a bit annoying and only spawn at certain points, and if you're doing a sub-story, some of them won't show up, and it'll cause a bit of confusion as to why they won't show up and stuff like that, which is what happened to me with one of them for a while, so I was for hours forever searching. But so basically they actually give you items and stuff, which is good. Sometimes they basically help you out in fights for some of them. If you're just roaming around, if you get in a fight, they'll just jump in and join you in the fight. And some of them actually give you special heat actions. I can't even remember if there's unique heat actions in this one for the 100% completion. I don't think there is, unlike some of the other ones. But yeah, that's pretty much what they do. And yeah, you can basically see them on the map. There's a little handshaking symbol on it's like a green symbol, and that indicates that there's a friend in a location. So we're just going to go through 1 to 50 real quick. I'll try and give a basic description of what they do, or what you need to do to make friends with them, sort of thing, and that'll be you done with the trophy. So Makoto Tsukumo, who is number 1 friend, he is automatically done in chapter 1, just via the story. He's the guy with the glasses, I think, and long hair. So yeah, you can go back and forth to him, he'll just keep giving you stuff, but yeah, you complete that one automatically by the story. Number 2, Morio Onodera. So chapter 5, you'll see him in the sewers at the northwest part of town. He's got a unique shop, and he only trades in experience points. So basically, yeah, you spend your SP and you get cheat items and other unique items that you might need for other trophies and stuff. All you need to do is buy from him 3 times and you will get the full friendship. After you've got the max friendship, he actually has the free pass voucher as well, which is really useful for VR. And he has the paintings and drone stuff for the drone action. You got number 3, who's Takeo Inoue. Basically, you go to Tenkaichi Street while Jackson, have something to eat, manager will chat to you, and then you get the idea to go to your number 1 friend, Tsukumo. So you go to him, and he'll give you sort of a keyword to put into his social media tracker thing, and then basically you go and give that to Inoue, so you go and speak to him, the manager, and once you've done that, you go to Wet Kitchen, or Wete Kitchen, and you start a friendship with Furuya. So these two are sort of done in tandem at the same time. There's a few that are similar to this. He's looking for a restaurant or a collaboration of some sort, so basically just give him the optimistic approach. You'll bring up Wet Kitchen, you say come by Wet Kitchen, and then you'll see them both talking, and then basically you'll just do both the friendships at the same time, and that will unlock a unique food item at the Wild Jackson, which again helps with the food completion. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So you just back and forth between Wet Kitchen and Wild Jackson. Number 4 is Yoshida, and Yoshida is at the batting center. So all you need to do is complete all the batting courses, and then he'll offer you the chance to do the Devil's course. Beat that and you actually get a skill book for that, and if you defeat the home run Devil's course, you get a free pass for the VR as well. So definitely worth doing. Number 5 is Suichi Hatano. Again in the Yoshida Batting Center, next to the cages. In the hallway, you'll see a guy just chilling on a bench. And basically, he only appears after you've done a few challenges on the baseball minigame. I think he offers to sell you some gloves. And then basically you do 5 more runs in the batting. So 5 more games batting after you've got the gloves, and then he'll give you a special item after that for money, so you have to pay him. And basically that's it. He's done, but he gives you decent equipment, which makes things easier probably for your baseball completion. Just swig a quick beer here. 1 second. Ryan Acosta. So this guy is like a ninja dude, but he only becomes available at reputation of 20. So you need to have 20 friends before you even do this. But yeah, go to Senryu Avenue as far south as you can, pretty much. Go down the side street, and he basically, like a cutscene happens, you'll see him sort of lurking. So then you need to use the drone, knock him off, and then he basically just leaves. After that, he heads to Club Sega in Theatre Square. So then he challenges you to some darts, and that's when you beat him. And then he runs off again to wherever he goes. So you go outside the door, and basically some guys are just starting a fight, so you beat them. Ryan Acosta appears, and he challenges you as well. So then you beat him, and then you finish the friendship. And then he helps you in street fights and stuff from there on. So pretty useful. The next one is Marie, number 7. The frequent customer at Tender. So yeah, she hangs around at Tender Bar during chapter 10. And then she challenges you to a wager in chapter 10. And then you can go back in chapter 11 and do it again. And then to win the bet, you need to call Tsukumo, and that's pretty much it. Job done. On to number 8, which is Kyushu number 1 star owner. So you eat something at Kyushu number 1 star. The owner has a conversation with you, or the chef. He asks you what would make his chashu sweeter. You choose honey. And then come back after a while, you see 2 people having a bit of a chit chat, and they're not happy with it. Go in and then basically suggest fancy ramen, and then he'll basically create that. So you go off, you come back again, and then that'll be the end of the friendship, but he'll introduce a new food item to the menu, which is, again, part of the food completion as well, so useful. Needs to be there. Number 9, Ri Tomioka. So you go to Nakamichi Street Smile Burger, and then you have some food, and you get approached by your own landlady from Yagami Detective Agency. She's going to open up a bar/restaurant, I think. So you need to go basically back to your office, and in the fridge she'll leave food every now and again. And there's an achievement for this, for getting all the different types of food from her or something like that in the fridge. So keep sporadically going back there, grab the food out of the fridge, eat it, job done. Shouldn't have too many issues. But yeah, so I think you have to do it 3 times, and then the friendship is finished, which is good. And it heals you as well, which is always nice. Number 10, Yasuhiro Furuya. Again, this was from the one before, with the Wild Jackson owner. So basically, you go to Wet Kitchen, you eat there, you have a conversation with the manager, and then you suggest to him a fast food joint, and then the collaboration begins between those 2 fast food joints. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So you just back and forth between them, and then you complete both the friendships at the same time. And again, at the end of this, you get a unique item for Wet Kitchen as well, or Wette Kitchen, however they want to say it. Just call it Wet Kitchen. Garbage. Number 11, Toshi... I can't even say his name. Toshikazu Sagara. There we go. Basically in Cafe Alps. Speak to the dude. It turns out to be the manager. And he's doing a coffee competition. Basically, there is descriptive words that Kiryu uses after tasting it, and you have to guess which one it is from that. So, Sirix's done a list of the particulars. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different types. But best off to check out his guide. He will tell you which descriptive part will correlate to the coffee. And yeah, he does a good job of it again. Amazing job. So basically, the first two you guess yourself, and then the last one you have to guess Blue Mountain, because that's what it is. And then that finishes the friendship, and you get another unique item to the menu, which again helps with the food completion. Number 12, Sakura Amemiya. So this is a chapter 10 one, when you got a bit of freedom. She's on Pink Street. You walk past her, she offers a massage, but an actual massage, not a shady one. Basically, she uses acupuncture needles, and this sort of it's not really a mini game, but once she's doing the massage on you, you basically have to choose randomly, and if it goes well, it like reinvigorates you, gives like a boost to your EX Gorge and stuff like that, heals you. But yeah, so she does 3 massages overall. Third one, she's in the hotel district, so you have to go over there to meet her, and basically you just beat someone up, and then she gives you a free massage from there on out. Number 13 is the Bantam owner. You need to finish the sub-story Honey Trap to do this. Speak to the owner, and then say whatever you want. Come back later. You'll see a couple that walk out. Speak to him again. Go with the ultimate Dew Drop, which gets added to the menu. And he gives you some material apparently as well. So, yeah, you just basically talk to him, and that'll complete the friendship. And you get the ultimate Dew Drop. Dew Drop. Dew with a D. Number 14 is Fumio Matsuzaki. So you go to Kanrai, and then you eat something, and then you come back later, and you see someone leaving, and then it turns out it's the manager, and then you do a quiz promotion, and the answers are the small intestine, the stomach, and the flank. You get all 3 of these right, and you get a new dish added to the menu, which is good. And then you leave and come back again. You see someone arguing. You beat up the dude, and yeah, that finishes up the friendship, and it adds another item to the menu again, which is really useful. Number 15, Ryo Suzaki. So, chapter 11, Earth Angel. Talk to him, and he asks you to outdrink him, and then you need to basically upgrade your skills for the drinking portion to max level or whatever, and then you can eventually beat him. A good tip for this as well, if you want to get rid of your drunkenness really quickly, basically all you have to do is get in a fight whilst you're drunk, and then use that finishing move that you get. I can't remember what it is. It's like the drunk move, and he hits 3 people, and then you're immediately sober after that. So it's really useful for just getting rid of drunkenness. And he also helps you in street fights after that, once you beat him 3 times in a drinking competition, which is great. Number 16 is Kim Won-soon. So, around chapter 8, you need to go to Beef Zone, speak to the manager Kim, and he just asks for some advice on how to make it better for his restaurant. Say whatever you want. You have to do that 4 times, and basically go through the full list, and then you'll make a suggestion, and then it improves his business, and then you can actually eat at Beef Zone as a restaurant after that, because it's not unlocked until you do that. Just have a quick swig of beer, wet my whistle. It's very hot here today, very hot indeed. Oh, cheeky bit of singer, can't go wrong. And now Toshiro-kun, which is number 17. Basically, he's one of the final friends that becomes available in chapter 12 or above. So you go to the west side of Shichifuku near Children's Park. And he should be there, beat up all the people that are surrounding him, and then he'll run off. Go back to the same area, and then you'll find a manager of sorts of Emerald Hills, and then he'll say that they've dragged the dude off, and then you go over to Tenkaichi Street on the west side, fight them, and then beat them up, and then you'll save Toshiro, and that is job done. Happy days. 17 done. Number 18 is Masakazu Nekamiya. So this starts in chapter 2. There's an empty lot just to the right of Tachibana Mahjong in Nakamichi Alley. There's a dude like just chilling in, joggers or, sweats as the American call it. Basically likes cats, as you can tell by his name, Nekamiya. Basically all you have to do is take pictures of the cats, and to do that you basically just walk up to them because they've got a green arrow on the head. But yeah, so you walk up, you tap X, you don't actually take a picture of them, just make sure we're clear on that. And so the first one is in Nakamichi Alley, just east of Yagami Detective Agency. You go to the right, past the office, past the castle, up the little north bit, and then it'll be on the right hand side of the road. And then there's a Tabby Cat, which is in Little Asia, which is sort of the central bit where you fight them on and stuff like that. If you've not fought them on yet, you won't know what I'm talking about, but you'll see on the map if you just go to sort of the middle-ish area. There's a thing called Little Asia. So you jump the barrier, go to the middle, get your drone out, fly up to the scaffolding, and then on the right-hand side there should be a cat on there. Basically, you just go close to him with the drone, and then that should be fine. And then the last is the Black Cat, and that's at Pink Street entrance. Woman's looking at it. Speak to the woman, and that's it. Job done. Nekamiya complete. 19, Takumi Katagiri. You have to complete the 3 side stories of the mystery writer. Then you need to go to Sheilak, and then you find the actual writer. He'll basically just ask for stories to give him inspiration. So you'll have a massive list of stories basically based on all the sub-stories that you do. So you need to have done a considerable amount of sub-stories to max out the friendship. And that's pretty much it. Number 20, Sebastian Hutton. So once you complete the beginner league of the drone races, this guy appears and he'll speak to you. And he'll challenge you to find the 2D codes throughout the city. So I've done a video literally yesterday of the 2D codes. I've done a written description on the video for each code. I mean, I don't know how I could do it any more simplistically. If I could put a fair amount of time into just trying to make it easy, compared to the other ones where some of them just weren't very, clear. So this one I've tried to be as clear as possible, so hopefully you can easily get these 2D codes and have a bit of an easier time than me with a map and ticking things off and all kinds of nonsense. So yeah, that's pretty much that one. So you get all the 2D codes and then you basically give them to him and that's it, And that does unlock like certain master blueprints and stuff like that, I think. So it's really useful. Then you got Xiao Zhu. I'm probably saying that completely wrong, but it's number 21, Xiao Zhu. Akashimaru, Tenkaichi Street. Basically, you go talk to the guy at the counter, and he's just an immigrant that's working at the restaurant, and that's pretty much it. Speak to him, go back, eat, speak to him. One dude runs out, and then he's trying to sort of like run away from paying for his meal. So you go and chase him down, and you actually get the skill book Bottomless Stomach for this. So that's really useful, really, really useful for the food completion, because it allows you to just constantly eat. So it doesn't matter if you're full health, no health, whatever. You can just continuously eat. We've got the Voluptuous Woman, who is in Chapter 8. But you can only talk to her in Chapter 9, apparently. So speak to the woman in Lamon, and she challenges you to a game of poker. Win one hand, and you automatically finish. And then do it again. And then that completes the friendship. Then you actually get a Royal Joker card for that, which I'm pretty sure gives you a Royal Flush in poker, which is awesome. So you can make a little bit of money from using that if you want to. Number 23, Kenta Uozumi. Sushi Jin. Eat there. There's a new chef. Basically, you need to tell him the answer's tea. And then leave and come back. And then soy sauce, leave and come back. Sushi plates, come back again. And then you will get the special extra meal at Sushi Jin, which is good. Next one's 24, Mami Sakuma. M-Side Cafe in Camaro Theatre. You basically talk to the woman at the counter, you have a quick word with her, and then basically just eat all the cakes on the menu, come back, and then she'll have a special extra cake for you, and then that's the new one on the menu, and that's pretty much it. Easy life. 25, Hiroto Nasugawa. So go to Akaushimaru in the hotel district. Speak to the guy at the counter. He'll ask about like new food, basically. Leave and come back, and then he says he's lost his recipe, and then you have to retrace his steps back to the M-Side Cafe. You'll find it near the lower cafe seating. Basically, it's just an object on the floor that you pick up. So you pick it up, and then you order again at Akaushimaru, and you'll get a new meal there as well. So that's another one polished off the food list. And a friendship complete. So, next one is 26, Kenji Tanago, Chapter 6. He appears at Shichifuku parking lot, and basically all you have to do is hit him. So you have to pay for the privilege, so 5,000 yen. you can do pretty much anything. Like I can't remember how I did it, but I think I trapped him towards the car. But apparently you can run and do the leapfrog on him, and then just hit him that way. But yeah, it's easy enough. If you're having trouble with it, let me know in the comments. 27, Hane Ida. She runs the Smile Burger in Theatre Square. So you buy an item of food. She'll talk about taking pictures. So you have to like tap up on the D-pad to do a face. But he only does like a half smirk sort of thing. So then you leave and come back. And then they want to take another one. And then it unlocks the full smirk. So you double tap the D-pad. And that basically gives you the smiley face. And then you leave and come back again. You win the actual competition. And that gives you another item on the menu. Which again helps with the food completion. Number 28, Alice Eno. So this is on Popo in Shower Street. Talk to the woman. They talk about like a music promotion. So just buy whatever you want from Popo. I think it's 7,000 yen, and you get the record from them, and that kind of cements the friendship. Sorry about the yawning. I woke up at like 4 in the morning. It was ridiculous. Couldn't get back to sleep. But yeah, it's an easy one. Basically, you just pay for food at Popo or whatever, and then you get a record, and that's it. The same for 29, Soto Nonomura. So for Popo East Shichifuku, you do the same thing, pay and get a record, and friendship complete. Number 30 is Kiyashiro Asamura. So you need to go to Popo on West Shichifuku, and it's the same again, it's 7,000, and you'll get that done. Number 31, Dwayne Cruz, Popo on Tenkaichi Street. Same again, same situation. Won't go any further into that. Noboru Hiranuma is number 32. So you need to do the Honey Trap side case. Go to Sheilak. You'll see him hanging out. Speak to him, and he'll ask for a picture of someone to get a story out of it. So you need to go to Senryu Avenue, and you see him out of a club doing barker work. Take a picture of him, give it to Hinamura for 50,000 yen. He asks you for another thing, which you have to do after the side case interview with the detective. Basically, you have to go to Park Boulevard, head to where he was talking about, and then you'll see him, get a decent picture of the dude, and then return to Sheilak for 50k. Last one, you need to be at night, so night time. So if you're doing this sort of premium adventure time, make sure it's at night, or if you're doing it naturally, just make sure it's at night again. And then you need to be basically on top of the building. You get looking for a white crow, which is kind of rare. So you need to go to Tenkaichi Street, and then you need to go to the Lullaby Mahjong building, go to the fire escape at the back, climb on the roof, keep going past until you see the stairs to get even like higher up. You'll see the crow right at the top of in the sky. So you have to zoom in as far as you can, and then make sure it's at the center of the picture when you take the picture, and you get 100,000 yen for that. It's kind of awkward to take a picture of it, but not too bad, so you should be fine. Noboru Tateyama. Let me just grab a quick swig. Bliss. So basically, once you get the Quick Starter app, which is where you invest in a load of apps. Go to the southwest corner of the map. You'll see a guy basically standing, looking out into the road in the distance. And basically, you just keep putting money into that particular app that he wants. Can't remember what it was called, but yeah. So it's the main one where you have to do it like 10 times, with 10 different levels of funding. So hopefully that's fine. 34 Cada Sonata. So you need to go to the Quadra Garden in Hotel Deborah. Don't even know what that is. Go in and basically she can't speak English very well, or she can't understand English very well. So you chip in, and then words that sound like cabbage, and then you need to say, "Didn't you mean baggage?" The correct answer. Leave and come back, and then say, basically, they want food to go. Leave again and come back, and then go for the molten cheese tart. And that'll complete the friendship. And yeah, that's the new item, the molten cheese tart. 35 Naotaro Terahara. This is the clerk at Le Marché. So you go there, leave, come back. Guy remembers you. They talk about a new suit. Leave and come back. You deal with some weird customer who goes crazy, beating him up. And then he gives you a suit free of charge, apparently. Which is nice. 36 Goro Moroboshi. This is automatic story in chapter 2. So once you basically save Kondo, head to the sewers, speak to him, and then Kondo interrupts again. Apparently he needs a blood transfusion, standardly. So you need typo blood. So you go to Public Park 3, where all the homeless people are, and then they offer up their blood for him. Because they're just stand-up citizens that do that for their own, apparently. Typo blood, interesting. And then you max out the friendship, and that actually allows you to buy medium and large medikits, which are really useful. Next one is the Takamitsu owner. So in chapter 7, you save him as part of the story. Return there again, and you'll fight the light people again. Leave again, and come back, and you'll fight about 10 people. And then once you've done that, you get a few items, but that's pretty much it for him. Nice and easy. 38 Shin Fujimori. So this is chapter 6, part of the story. It's a quick starter app. And then basically you back a project, and then he appears at the south end of Nakamichi for an easy friendship. Number 39, Kazuhisa Norimoto, Cafe Maggiore. Talk to the server at the counter. He wants to get with a girl. Come back later and you'll find the girl. And then rinse and repeat about like 10 times, 6 times is it? 7, 8, 9. Oh, it is about 10 times. It is 10 times. Yeah, so you do that, like, so 5 for each person, basically. You just have a conversation with them. And this unlocks two friendships, so really useful. And you get, like, a special dish, apparently. So, also very useful. Number 40, Miharu Shima, who is, again, part of the same of 39. At Cafe Maggiore, so that's pretty much together. So you'll do 5 for Kazuhisa and 5 for Miharu, and that's it. And that's easy enough. So next one's 41, Shun Izaka. This guy appears, you have to be in chapter 10 and you have to evade the police at least once. So to evade the police you need to be in a fight long enough for the police to show up, and then you need to run away. So to do this it literally took a legitimate 5 minutes I think for me, maybe even longer. Some people say it's like 2 minutes, maybe it depends. So basically don't fight whoever you're fighting, just let them hit you. Maybe get a purple enemy and then just let them sort of attack you, but just keep dodging. But yeah, if you've got friends they will start attacking them, which is a problem. So you need to be careful of that. So if you do this earlier on, probably better if you can. So yeah, once you've unlocked this, he basically challenges you to 2 races, is it? Yeah, I think it's 2 races, so you get a bit of money for the first one, and then you get money and a skill book for the second one, which is useful. Number 42, Ibizu Pawn Owner for Kutsu. So yeah, you basically have to find one of the paintings in various locations. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different paintings, and yeah, you need to find one of them, bring it to him, and then he'll ask you to bring him 4 more. So first one's Sakura, and you get this in Paradise VR on the middle standard course for having 5 dice or more. Tsubaki, which is in Lamont for 5,000 chips. Ume, which is in Dragon Palace Gambling Hall for 5,000 tags. Botan, which is in the Dragon's Palace Casino for 5,000 chips. And Suzerain, which can be bought from Onodera for 500 SP. You give them all 5, and then he gives you a 10% extra cash on any sells, which can be handy. Although most of your money's going to come from VR anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Number 43, it's Toshiro Koizuka. So in chapter 6, you're back on the streets. You go back to your detective agency, you help the woman with the shutter to bring it down, and then she'll basically ask you to work for this guy who's like a lockpick expert to cover your rent, because you've not got enough for rent apparently, even though you've probably got millions of yen at this point. But yeah, so he's on Senryu Avenue. You just go into his shop, basically he just gives you jobs left, right and centre. Basically you just go walk to an area, unlock the lock, and that's it. So do 5 times of that and you will unlock the friendship, or complete the friendship. Number 44, the Hermit of Dragon's Palace, Iyama. So this is the extract dude in chapter 5 who unlocks automatically. So you need to basically brew and bring him extracts. So the first one is Throw, which you need 2 empty bottles, 2 twigs. Empty bottles are on Pink Street. Twigs are found in Park Boulevard and Kamurocho Hills to the side. Second is Power Attack, which you need 2 dented carbon, 2 bronze plates. Again, with all these, just check out Sirix Z's guide, because he does like little breakdowns of everything in terms of items and what's needed, and it's really useful. So you can get a bronze plate from Ibizu Pawn, and I'm pretty sure you can get the dented carbon at Ibizu as well. Third is Stealth, which you need 5 excuse me, tuna onigiri, 5 tuna and egg sandwiches, 4 fresh tuna cat food, and 2 sushi sets. And then basically you get them at all different Poppo stores, so just check every Poppo, you'll have them. Fourth is the 1-2 knockout, and that's made from exquisite screws, which you can get at Ibizu. 2 old circuits again at Ibizu. 2 mystery stones, which are around Ibizu on the floor. And 4 gold tuna cat foods, which you can get in Onidera shop in the sewers. Once you've done the fourth one, you get a load of new sort of extracts that you can create. It maximizes the friendship. Number 45, Yosuke Saotome. You need to do the side cases of Twisted Professor and Twisted Groper. Go to the men's entertainment box on Shichifuku, where it's not off the Millennium Tower. It's basically the adult entertainment place, the pink building. Yosuke starts working as a barker. Take him up on his offer. He'll mention Madoka Apple Pie, which is on Tenkaichi Street, 2 floors below Lullaby Mahjong. Speak to the clerk there and request Madoka. Once you finish with her, return to Yosuke. Basically, you just need drinking for that. So you have a drink, you talk, and the friendship meter goes up, sort of thing. And then he'll want a guy who isn't too perverted to go as like a customer for her. So you've got Ryan Acosta, Kenji Tanago, Ryo Suzuki, or Tashiro. That are all useful ones that you can use for that. So you'll need to do that after chapter 12 when you've unlocked them all. Once all 4 are done, you go back to Yosuke, come back, speak again, and you'll complete the friendship. And then you can return periodically to get some items from him. This particular one did have issues with me because it's the sub-story that I was on at the time blocked access to him. So I'd done sort of part of the friendship, but the sub-story I was on, it meant that he was elsewhere because he was part of the sub-story. I didn't realise. So yeah, that took a while to figure out. But yeah, once you've done that, it should be fine. Then you got Madoka again, relates to the one we've just discussed. So you just, go to Apple Pie, drink with her, have a chat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you clear off two birds with one stone by doing that. Yosuke and Madoka, so that's chilled. Number 47, Kazufumi Kamaguchi. So this person appears outside Lullaby Mahjong, or at least outside the building. And this is in chapter 4. Beat the Kasai guys. Kamaguchi will introduce himself as a moneylender. Alright, so you have to beat Kasai and Honda. So they're the 2 sort of Keihin gang leaders. So they appear in purple when there's like the hunt is on or whatever it is, where it's 100% and it keeps going down. So if you beat those 2, then you end up taking them to his building and you get money for it, which is really useful. But you can only do it once. You can't just keep doing it every time, unfortunately. 48, Hideaki Deguchi. Jesus. Side case, Reckless Aspirations. So you need to have done that. And then he's outside Stardust. Apparently he's just about to be fired. And then you talk to him. And then he challenges you to a host off. Which is ridiculous, as always. And then you need to find a cute girl in red and get a picture. So you go to Tenkaichi Alley and you'll see a young woman where bartender is. Speak to her, ask her if she's going somewhere, and then ask her if you can take her there. Once you're there, take a picture with her. The next girl has to be a student. So you head to Club Sega, and then there's a kid that's lost his sister. And then basically you need to talk to the kid, and then go all the way back to Akaoshimaru on the east side, and then speak to her, and then you need to lead her back to the kid, and then you attempt to take a picture, and then you see Deguchi's about to get wrecked, so you need to go and save him. And yeah, and then you both head back together, and then you can encourage him to keep going with his host job, and that's the end of the friendship. And then he just chills out, pretty much. Number 49, Kunio Ichinose. So go to Ikanari Steak, eat there, leave, and then you get accosted by the manager, have a conversation, leave, come back again, you'll have another conversation, come back again, and then you'll speak to the assistant, speak to him, and then the manager arrives, and then that completes the strange friendship for Ikanari Steak. And then finally, number 50, which is Eureka Tachibana. Basically play Mahjong in either Lullaby or Modern Mahjong. Eureka will appear and declare that a new Mahjong parlour is open on Nakamichi Alley. So you go over to there, she'll let you in where you can play Warame Mahjong. Basically play one round, and then you have to win with Warame on your side. So you see a little an indication that you're on Warame, or it'll go to someone else, or someone else. You'll see the little counter moving around, but you need to win whilst you have it on yourself, which is a bit of a pain, but is what it is. But yeah, so you complete the friendship at that point, and then you get other tasks and stuff that you have to do for 100% completion. But that is it for Friends. I know it's been a long one. I appreciate anyone that's survived this far through the video. Incredible scenes if you have. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your day or weekend or whatever day it is, whenever you're watching it. And yeah, take care. Like and subscribe, all the good stuff. Peace out.